Just wait. Big. I don't understand nothing in these computers. That is
Oh, really? Oh,
miracles that I see you.
really? Yeah. Well, you'll love this. We're
Miracle.
we're all learning to love it slowly.
Wait. Wait a minute.
Oh, there you
See.
go.
See. You see me.
I see you. Oh, what a
Like.
beautiful thing. Wow,
Like.
nice. Lake Tahoe.
I did especially for you. I arranged the look. Look at this. I put it especially for you. The poster.
Very beautiful. So you're in Latvia?
This is this is not my poster. This is from Paris. Okay, so
Great. It's so great. So this is Zoom.
you look very good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. How old are you? I'm 81.
I'm 15 years. I'm born.
Younger.
I'm 64.
64. Very good. This
You're
is the
you're
best age.
so you're born in 1940 something, right?
No, no, no. Earlier, 1939.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, you're
Yeah.
looking good. You're looking good.
Okay, listen, this book about aliens, I should say you first that this is done Alien Diaries. I was alien when I came to New York.
Right, right.
Very très important. Very. So this is the idea of the book then.
So the idea of the book is an alien's view of New York. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see the project I sent you? Did you see the image I sent you in Facebook?
Uh,
And never mind. I mean, it doesn't matter. But every year I assign a project like that's based on the Alien Diaries.
yeah.
And
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
and usually what I do is I'll show your work before, and I tell
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
but I know nothing about you, and
yeah.
I'm so happy to have hooked up with you because you were
Mhm,
you were
mhm.
actually quite a big influence on me when I started out illustrating back in the 80s.
I remember seeing you. I would go to Jarell, you would go to Heller,
That's right.
and you were very energetic looking, like guy with a goal.
Oh,
Look
really?
to me, you know.
I have no goal. I have no goal.
Ah, this is Alien Diaries. Yeah, I
I've
recognize.
I bought this on Amazon. I could still find.
Ah,
I've traveled so much in my life that I've lost everything many times over.
yeah,
And when I came here, when I started teaching, I got this book and I got a few other books that I found to be informative and beautiful. Anyway, so let me see here. I have this whole setup now. There's the book right here.
yeah,
I'll do like that, right? So
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this book, for me, was really formative. It actually made me want to create the same kind of book, which is I think that's how inspiration happens. I looked at this book and said, oh, this is amazing, but I never, I didn't want to copy you. So, but basically, it was.
You sound. I like what you say.
Anyway, so
I like it. Yeah,
it's
very good.
I like
Keep talking. Yeah.
I love the format of it. I love it square. I love that it looks like a note.
I was the designer of the cover. I did cover myself.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it looks like
Yeah.
So the I haven't looked at this in a long time, and it has. I love the beginning of it where it states that we're proud to be your publisher of a first book written by an alien. I love that. I love the intro to this, and it's.
You know Esther Cohen. You know, right?
I do.
Es- Esther Cohen.
How do you?
She was the publisher of this book.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, you can connect her, and she may be helpful about this book. Esther Cohen,
I know.
the poet,
How do you know?
the poet.
How do you know that I know her?
Because you are her friend. I saw. I'm a spy. I come from
Really?
Russia. I know everything.
East Block. You know, actually, Esther, I know Esther because we used to live in upstate New York, and Esther
Uh-huh.
knocked on my door one day and said we should be friends. So I don't really know her that well, but we hung out a bit when we were there. I had no idea
Oh
that
yeah. Yeah.
her husband, I forget his name. Anyway,
Peter.
Peter, yeah, some kind of a Syrian name. Anyway, oh, so
Yeah.
she published it. Okay, I'm going to connect with her also and talk a little bit. But that's
Yeah.
that gives me a reason to talk to her. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so she was a publisher. Was she the publisher of many books, or is this like a unique?
No, there was a publishing house,
Right.
And they published mostly about Hebrew
Right.
subjects, you know.
Yeah.
Because at this time I came from Israel, so and she saw my work before, so that made me easier to publish this book with her.
So there was a Semitic connection.
Yeah, but nothing of this is in my book because this is, you know, everything is about New York and my perception of New York. Like I was this alien, you know, who made this,
Right.
and then all this crazy stuff which I had to create, you know, to.
I was in Jerusalem, and a friend of mine told me about a show of Mars had a show in Jerusalem,
Uh-huh.
and I went to that show,
Uh,
and then I contacted him.
was he living in Jerusalem at that point?
No, he was living in New York.
He was, okay.
He was actually first he was living in Queens, and then he moved to Jersey City. He was in Jersey City. But I used to see him all the time. I was crazy about him. I loved him. I loved his drawings. I loved him.
Yeah.
He was beautiful. Mars, so Henrik was asking me about Alien Diaries.
Yeah.
And he was asking about the origins of the drawings. And I said they were all your ideas.
Yeah, approximately. You helped a lot, you know, to arrange the stuff, you know, you were,
the order. I
you,
remember
Esther, you put it all in the right order, you know.
I put it in some order.
That is, you know.
But you know what?
Yeah.
The aliens had their own life. The aliens had their own life.
Yeah.
And they came totally alive. And they explain New York. That's what.
Yeah. This is very interesting. I was thinking about it because when this came out, people were, you know, like nonchalant. But this is getting better now because I was ahead of the time, you know.
Always. You are always.
So the book, Esther saw your work in Jerusalem,
right?
And then she met somebody who knew you here, right. And then and she hooked up with you. At that point, had you already thought of this book? Was that something?
I really don't know how, because I was impressed by New York, and I was doing like weird drawings, but this idea came, I guess, later on to put it together like Alien Diaries, you know, because I was alien myself, you know, so that was how it was. Ask to Esther, she knows everything.
Well, let me ask Esther. Let me ask you. So the book. So when you met him, did you ask him for a proposal? Or?
No. When I met him, I said, "Let's make a book." I didn't.
And then he said, "I have a book."
No, he said, "What should it be about?" And I said, and he said, he was talking about who he was, and he said he was an alien. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, that's a great...
No, I said that I was Latvian.
Oh, you were Latvian.
I was Latvian, married to Jewish woman.
I remember.
I
remember.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That got you in the club.
Esther, I liked Reagan very much, but I cannot stand this asshole now who is,
Yes.
you know.
You like Reagan very much?
This is terrible.
That's one subject we don't discuss.
Oh, yeah. We don't discuss Reagan.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I like Reagan because he knew the stuff. This is an idiot today, you know, in White House.
Well, I'm glad you don't like Trump anyway.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Anyway, so Morris and I got together a bunch of times because he was fun. He was always fun. And he brought me 1 trillion drawings, and we talked about how to put them together, what was the subject and how to put them together. And, you know, he did.
So
we did together.
So let me ask something about this. The structure of the book. The book starts out with the little sort of vignette color drawings, which are the alien New York, and then it kind of it takes a change of course when it sort of, it seems like you're kind of like emptying out your idea drawing pad. It seems like the black and white stuff, is in a different gear than the beginning stuff. The alien Irish stuff. What is that the case? Was that stuff that you had?
No, this intention was to create these brownish drawings, small. These were intended to be like photographs, you know,
right.
Like Alien made these photographs. About New York, and then these black and white drawings. These were, I don't remember, I think we called them an analysis. You know, this was like aliens created drawings.
That's right, yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right. So they were not done as they were done as for the book. They weren't things that you had lying around.
They were done for the book.
Right.
They were done for the book.
So anyway, you arrived in the early '80s, and then you began to work freelance for all the suspects, New York Times, New York Magazine, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the way that you work, the reason what I teach or what I try to teach is kind of authorship more than illustration, where you're assigned a job and you fulfill it. I'm trying to instill more of an idea of artists being authors, like yourself, and like there's Roland Topor or Saul Steinberg, all these people who I consider you as part of that sensibility. So that's what I try to teach as much as possible, and that's why this I love this project, because the students really have to delve into analyzing situations and working, and it's just so great. What you do is so wonderful,
Look, as I said, I cannot live without it. I sometimes wonder that I'm 81 years old. When I was younger, I thought that I read something of Garcia Marquez, which said how many ideas he had and how slow he became later. And I don't notice nothing of this now. I sometimes I sometimes don't remember words. I know about whom I would like to speak, but I don't remember what was the guy's name. But I believe that I did not lose my ability to do drawings and to think about ideas. The other thing is that ideas get all the time craziest, and I'm very happy that these are not illustrations. Nobody would take this to publish what I do today, but I enjoy doing whatever I do. But I know that publishing business is when you have to follow the material, to know to let know people, like people would notice that there is something wrong if I would not follow the article as an illustrator, you know, and art director would not allow. What I'm doing today, no art director would take it, you know. Maybe they would like to look at it, but this would not be.
Yeah, and especially now. I mean, I think actually in some ways when you were in New York, it was actually a very good time for illustration.
Yeah.
Also, and
I
the
guess so.
art directors had a lot of power.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, essentially the idea of seeing an art director now is impossible, and everything is online. So the students have to they have to think differently. But that's why I really like to. I'm really happy that I got to talk to you and I want to show this. So a little bit about your studio. Do you work digitally? You work on the computer a bit, don't you?
No, never. I only to give the final touch to the drawings. I put it in, you know, like to make some changes, like to clean something, or
but you color
or to improve some detail, you know. But yeah, and then I also use color, but. You know, this is restricted color, you know, you cannot use really color from computer. Then I got to come up with bright yellow, red and blue, you know, and then it works. You cannot have nuances, you know, on computer.
The tools that you use are very basic artist tools. You improve your things a little bit in the computer and you post those, and we'll get those now. Do you like one final question, if you don't mind? Do you in Riga, are you exhibiting at all? Are you doing anything with galleries or?
No, look, when I came back, then I was like big shot coming from America, and everybody knew that I did even time cover some, you know. So I came with some name which people were asking, you are crazy, why did you come back? Because this is province, you know, this is not like me. And every young artist would like to go to New York. They thought that I'm crazy. But yeah, I had a little exhibitions, not too much. I have major exhibition I had in the State Museum, major, which is the most important museum. I had one man show, you know. But after that, yes, I had some exhibitions. I even had small my exhibitions, you know, but nothing important, and I don't want, you know.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. I think that it's nice to it's nice to be able to see you work on Facebook. I think it's very rich. You post a lot of things.
Thank you.
And I enjoy seeing.
Thank you.
And I will if you don't mind, I'll share your Facebook.
Sure, go ahead. You can do whatever you want, you know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Marius, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Henrik.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.